Let me do live streaming. Hey, what's up, guys? Just home chilling, just relaxing outside. Nice day out. Decided to hop on. If you got any questions about Zambia, it's time to ask them. My StreamYard won't work. Oh, there you go. There we go. Let's see. Why don't it show? What can I see? Who's coming up? Hey, Zam, I'm not for sure, to be honest, 100% honest with you, if Zambia produces their own coffee beans. I know there's coffee here. A lot of people do drink coffee here. Um, I don't. Let me ask. I'll look around. What I'll do probably maybe Friday or Saturday. I'll go to Zambine Cafe. It's a real nice place out here. And I know people go there for coffee. And I'll check and see and ask them what type of beans they have here because I'm not sure if they produce their own. I'm a tea drinker. I don't drink coffee, unfortunately. Now they do have something called baobab coffee, which is the roasted baobab beans. I do drink that, and I will admit to you that tastes really delicious. Even when I went to Jamaica, I think it's called Blue Mountain or something. Which is supposed to be some of the best coffee beans in the world. I tried it. I'm just not a coffee drinker. It's just never done anything for me. Let me know if you want the camera on my face or do you want to just show the street. I'm just out here sitting outside. It's like a really nice day today. The sun not really out, so it's not that hot. Nice little breeze. Hopefully it don't rain. So just a real cool day to just sit outside. But we'll get more information about you about the coffee beans and see what I find. Yes, majority of the meat in this southern region of Africa is grass fed, and I don't know if they consider it in the U.S., but they're open range, meaning they're allowed to just graze on the land. There's no factory farming here at all. So everybody that I know that eat meat, they say the meat tastes a lot better here than it does in the U.S. Um, they don't. I don't think they use all of the chemicals or all of the antibiotics like they do in the U.S. Because like here, whenever I ask someone about animals just dropping dead or something going wrong with them, they're like, "Oh, not only that happens if an animal is sick, but they're real big on their agriculture." Because like even here, just like a 3 minute walk, there's a goat farm, and the goats are just eating off the land. They bring them hay for them. You don't see any type of factory farming out here, which is really good. But they do a lot of goat meat here. They eat a lot of beef, a lot of beef. Um, just about every community you're in, there's a local butchery shop, so you're able to go to a butchery, get your meat cut up there. The stuff looks very fresh here. But this is just gonna be just a live, just to chill, relax, just answering questions. I know sometimes people ask me questions in the comments, and it's hard to really get for them to get a grasp of how I'm responding. So that's what I'm doing this for. Is it cheap to eat out? No and yes. As far as the locals, no. So you eat out culture is not really it's not big here. Like they haven't gotten to the point to where chefs are celebrated and stuff like most other countries. So here is most people still eat at home. Like you'll see people eating out, but it's not as big as like the United States or even like South Africa, if we want to compare it to another African country. Like here, it's still actually cheaper to hire a personal chef to cook for you every day than it is to eat out every day. But if you're coming with U.S. dollars, I would say average about going out to eat for, let's say if it's you and your wife or you and a girlfriend here if you're dating, a meal for two people may cost you about anywhere from 11 to about $20. I consider that very affordable, but I don't know how each individual person's budget is. Like I went to it's a Japanese restaurant called Masubi, and for three people, it came to I think it came to like 40 US dollars, and that was including them drinking wine. And I was like, yo, this is a really good deal because it's a three-course meal, then you get your dessert. Um, and it was just real nice, real nice. The ambiance was nice. I would rate it as about a four-star dining restaurant. But people do eat out. Don't get me wrong, like people eat out, but it's not where they're starting to get into that culture now where a lot of food critics and stuff they're starting to come up through TikTok, and so they're slowly getting there. I still say Zambia is one of the places like if you want to open a restaurant, you should definitely come here. You can open a restaurant; it won't cost you as much as far as your overhead, and it gives you time to like really build a marketing base for the restaurant also, especially if it's something different and unique. Let's see. Let me try. So I'm gonna take this off real quick. It's not letting me. Okay, I'm gonna take the Q and A off, but I'm gonna put it back up. I'm trying to do something. Okay, there you go. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right, that's a little better. So now people, as they coming in, they understand what the topic is. Like I eat out here. I usually out maybe once or twice a week. I do majority of my cooking at home. I'm still going to travel other places. I'm still a full time. No, I'm not a full time. I'm a part time nomad now because I'm getting myself established here as far as with the different businesses and building the houses. And then I'm gonna build my own home here because I have permanent residency. But I will still be traveling parts of Africa. Thinking May I might go back to South Africa for maybe a couple of weeks, maybe. A buddy of mine just let me know Robert Kiyosaki gonna be doing an event there, so I definitely want to go to see him. I just slowed down the traveling a little bit to, just really settle some roots, get established. Traveling is expensive. Like people don't talk about it, but it's expensive, and then also it's draining. It's very tiresome when you're just traveling nonstop, like I was doing for those 2 years. So like when you see like some of these traveling people on YouTube, it sucks, man. And living out of your backpack. I was like, hey, I want to have a wardrobe again, clothes, just have something nice. I didn't like living from like two pair of jeans, three or four shirts, living out of a backpack. It was getting tiresome. But as I'm traveling more throughout Zambia, you will see. I'm gonna take you along with me, so you will be seeing more of the country, different towns and stuff. I definitely want to go back to Chapata. That was a really beautiful place. When I go back, I'm gonna spend time there. 'Cause I want to actually just focus and do some filming and show you some of the things there. And then once I start driving, I'm gonna just start doing little local driving trips, about an hour to 2 hours away from Lusaka, and you'll just see what's all out in that area too. But I'm not giving up traveling. I will never give up traveling. You just learn so much when you're traveling. A lot of people don't realize like when you're traveling, it shows you how some things are done better in other countries, and it helps give you an idea like, oh, maybe I can do this or maybe try this. It's not that like I'm so intelligent when it comes to business knowledge. It's like I've been traveling since 18 in the military. So going to South Korea, going to Iraq, going and seeing how different businesses were, it has really helped me expand my knowledge when it comes to business. And Zambia is a good country. Like this is a really good place to set up a home base. You don't have to worry about too much nonsense. Yeah, actually, I've been to the Copper Belt. I've been to Ndola. I haven't been to Kitwe. I've been to Nakonde. I just left last month, I think it was. I was out by what's the name of that place? Lundazi. But I was in the town of Chasefu in the eastern province. It's about 11 hours from here. So I don't just stick in Lusaka. It's just now I'm starting to get all of my camera and filming equipment back for mobile traveling because everything just broke. 2 years of just traveling backpacking, everything just slowly started breaking and wearing down. So now that I got everything back together, was slowly getting it back together. Now I got to learn the equipment, which is what you're seeing in some of these videos when I'm recording with like the Pocket Fayu camera I have. I'm getting used to the equipment and learning how to use it. So getting over that learning curve and then you're gonna be seeing more of the travels and things around here. Lusaka's nice, but I'll be honest with you, if I didn't buy land out not far from here, I wouldn't be in Lusaka right now. Lusaka is not my favorite place personally. It's a little overrated, overhyped, and it is overpriced. Like how you saying, I bought a 4 bedroom house for 500,000 kwacha. Like here where I'm at, they have a 4 bedroom house. It's like 4.4 million kwacha. Lusaka is way overpriced. However, I have land that's not far from the city, about 30, 40 minutes away. And with that land, it's going to be something that I build a house on and build rental income on. But I still have to go up north. I haven't been up north yet. I need to go south. And I'm going to explore more of the Copper Belt region also. Only place I'm not really interested in is Livingston. I just don't care about animals and I don't care about the waterfalls like that. I'll go see it one day for content just to film it for the channel, but me personally, it's not. Those aren't the things that I care about. Like you're not gonna see me doing much going camping, game reserves. I feel like let the animals live where they live, and I'm gonna live where I live. But Lusaka's it's getting very overpriced, and so that's why I'm gonna do the rental incomes here and set them at a set price because it's gonna be providing affordable rentals, and so that's the real goal there. Yes, Livingston is a tourist trap. I agree with you. Is the rent month to month? Yes. Some places they may charge you pay every 2 months. Most places is month to month. How it works here, you usually pay 3 months up front, and then from there you just after that first 3 months, then you start paying, and it's usually month to month. It should be in the contract when you sign your lease if it's month to month or every bi monthly. It needs to be very clear because some people will try to rip you off, but just don't settle for nonsense. If it's not clear, don't worry about it. You can always find another place. Rentals are not that expensive here, especially if you're coming from the U.S. But they do 3 months up front. There's no scam in that. I've seen people talking about, oh, you got to pay a whole year up front. You do not pay a year up front here. Um, I've never seen or heard anyone paying a year up front. Sometimes if you're getting a house that's not finished, they may ask for like 4 to 6 months up front. But like I'll be honest with you, don't waste your time getting into something like that. Handing over someone that much money is not worth it. Getting farmland and stuff is very easy here. There's land for sale all over this country, and there's a lot of land here. Um, I have about a total, maybe close to 50 hectares of land right now. 20 hectares is very far away from here, like 18 hours. But that's going to be a farm that I end up putting together. I also have some plots here. I think it's averaging almost about a hectare and a half, about 40 minutes from the city. There's going to be shops and residential uh, rental income I'm going to put together. I'm waiting now. I just went to Chasefu, which is 11 hours from here. And from there, I'm going to be purchasing plots to put up houses there in those in the town for civil servants, so government workers like nurses and teachers and stuff like that, and even for some of the people that works on the city council. But farmland, there's some other 18 hectares I'm looking at out here that's still up for sale from somebody that I know. And then he even told me that he has another 8 acres for sale also. So there's land for farming all over the place. This is an agriculture country, and there's a lot of money in farming here. Even if you may want to just do it for immediate family, but you could be selling it to the supermarkets or to the local markets also. There's a lot of money and opportunity here. Opportunity. Container homes, it's a landlocked country. You're going to actually be paying more money to get the containers here. Shipping is very expensive. Once you're away from the ports, shipping throughout African countries is expensive. Even if I was to order them from South Africa, where you can get container homes very reasonably priced, just the transportation getting them here is going to cost a lot of money, which is just a 24-hour drive. It's actually cheaper to build with concrete out here. Like you can build realistically a nice size 3 bedroom house for less than 20,000 US dollars. Yes, I will be employing locals to do everything. They won't be running it; they'll be overseeing it. But I'm gonna still have a presence there and things like that. Yeah, yeah, Tammy, it's a lot cheaper to, a lot of more affordable to build here. It's actually more affordable to build than even purchase a house that's already built. And when you're hiring a local here to do something, just remember the law is very to the T here. Hold on one second, I'm letting this motorcycle go. Okay. Like the law here, they do not play. They don't like thieves, they don't like people stealing. They will go to jail. As long as you have your things in order. So when you employ someone here, you make sure they have an NRC, which is a national registration card. Don't listen to any of their nonsense of, oh, I lost it, oh, this. Hey, Maurice, what's up, brother? I tell you I'll be back on, man. Don't listen to none of that sob story. You make sure they have an NRC, you get a copy of it, you make them sign everything, and then you will actually be safe. Anything that they steal from you and you have proof and you're able to know and identify who they are, they will go to jail. Even if it takes 4 or 6 months, they will go to jail. They do not play about the law here. This is one of the things that I love about Zambia is that it has a true legal system. Damien, the plots you're looking at, they're targeting Americans. That is not the real price here. I'm going to tell you right now, you should never even spend over, let's say for a plot here, you should never spend over 1,000 US dollars for 40 meters by 40 meters outside of Lusaka. Um, Anything that's trying to charge you 100 to 300,000, they're ripping you off. Is they're targeting Americans. They're targeting Americans, diasporan people. Usually, you'll find out those people may be even fellow diasporan people, or they're usually people who are working with people or family members of people in power. Don't ever buy from them. Don't ever pay that much. That is just ridiculous. You can get traditional land and get it titled over way cheaper than that. You shouldn't even. Let's say if you purchase something for $100,000, you should be looking at maybe 50 to 200 hectares of land, which is almost 100 to 400 acres. It should have some type of structure or home built on there, and you can probably even get them to throw the car in there with it. Like that's a lot of money. Like you ain't spending that much. Only problem with Zambia is shit internet and power outages. Power outages are actually getting better. You got to remember the power outages was because the dam dried up. Like you can't blame, you can't really blame people for that. Yeah, should they have done better planning by using a solar grid, having a fully solar system? Yes. But I mean, show me a government that thinks ahead of time and thinks for the future, and then you'll see a government that don't exist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no government plans properly. That's not their job. Their job is to just govern what's already in place, not think about the future. The internet, they're slowly working on that. You can get Starlink here. So with Starlink, you don't have the internet issues. I use four different internet providers, but the area I'm in, I think they're starting to change out the lines. It used to work perfect, my 5G. Now most of my internets don't work that great. But like I say, I'll put the camera on me for a little bit. But like I say, that's depending on the area you're in and what provider you're using. Every area doesn't, every provider doesn't work the same in each area. So you really have to ask locals and you got to test stuff out. I recommend if you're coming here as an American, just go ahead and purchase 4 or 5 different internet packages. It may cost you a total of 200 US dollars a month. That's gonna be your biggest bill. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you ain't paying that much money and nothing else. My house is just $175 a month. Like, and it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Yeah, Damien, they you shouldn't be paying anywhere near that. I'm just 100,000. No, no, no one is paying that. How much did that guy pay? I think he paid 100,000 kwacha for 100 hectares out in the eastern province, and that's about 12 or 14,000 USD for 200 acres of land. You get what I'm saying? So 100,000 US dollars. You tech, and also this. I'm glad you brought it up about the USD. It is technically illegal for any company to charge you in US dollars here. The president has made that illegal. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago, and I agree with it. Like, it's ridiculous. This isn't a US dollar country, so people shouldn't be charging you US dollars here. I just find like that's just blatant. It's just stealing. Like, there's no excuse that you can't charge people kwacha, and to target people based off where they're coming from. It's like you're making it worse for the country. So, like, let's say if you invest your life savings of 300,000 here, then what money are you going to really be using to really invest here, create business and stuff like that? Like, people got to wake up. Like, I don't know why this nonsense of, oh, you're American, money is easy. It's easy for you to make money there. We work hard too, just like everybody else. And they couldn't even imagine the amount that we pay in bills, just like our electric bill. Every time someone be like, hey, I want to go to America, I ask them, I'm like, are you willing to pay 300 US dollars a month in electricity? And they're like, what? And I'm like, are you willing to pay almost 15,000 kwacha a month in electricity? And they eyes go big and they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's how much electricity costs there. I pay 7 US dollars a month here. And I still have units left over every month. Um, and so, like, a lot of people just don't understand, like, just because we're from that part of the world, it doesn't mean we're just walking around like millionaires and stuff like that. Like, we work hard for everything. Like, this this nonsense of like, oh, some people have an easier life. We got to stop this. Like, we have to really stop this because it's making a lot of people miss out on opportunities. Because the sad part is you're gonna run across the scammers before you run across the good people, and it makes no sense. Abia. I hope I pronounced that right. Someone quoted you 1,000 US dollars for a short-term rental. That's a lie. That is a lie. I'm just gonna straight up tell you that's a lie. Um, Short-term rental at the most. Let's say if you're. Can you tell me how big is it? Was it like a 10 bedroom mansion or something? I can go get a place right now near where the president live, and I'm not paying 1,000 USD a month. They're just lying to you on that. Like, no. Hop on Abia. Hop on. Go to one of my videos, the recent videos. Hop on my Calendly. I will go through and show you the accurate prices of houses here. and show you what those houses look like. They're just lying to you, and they're trying to take advantage of you. And I'm sorry they're doing that. And that's why I'm doing these videos. Like people need to know the truth. To tell someone 1,000 USD and then you get here and you pay 1,000 US dollars, you're gonna be mad. So I guarantee your neighbor is probably paying 150 US dollars, maybe 200, 300 at the most. But if you tell me the area, I can tell you right now how much they're lying to you about. Excuse me. Out in the middle? No, no. Yeah, Maurice, they lying to y'all. Oh, okay. Be careful of expats. So let me just let everybody know. Be careful of expats. For someone coming from abroad, the first person that's going to rip you off is going to be a fellow American or diaspora. I'll be honest with you. I don't need people's money. I have my complete military pension. I have my publishing company with Amazon that pays me. So I get paid in Japanese yen. I get paid in pounds. I think whatever the German, whatever Germans use, I don't know what their currency is, but I have businesses set up in all those different Amazons, and then USD. It don't make me like it's not making me thousands of dollars, but it brings in money that I don't have to work for, and I don't need people's money. So like it gives me the benefit to just tell you the truth. Like I don't have to lie to you. A lot of these expats, they're broke, they're needing money, and unfortunately, they're taking advantage of fellow people where you could still make a profit off of you, but they don't mean they have to try to milk you dry. Yeah, they're doing it in Tanzania, they're doing it in Colombia, they do it in Panama, they're doing it in Kenya right now. It, and the funny thing is, because since I've been doing this for 10 years, I can see it a mile away. Like you can see those scammer expats a mile away once you've been in this game long enough. Um, they fooled me first when I got to Panama, but after that, I started seeing the patterns, the behaviors. That's why I don't hang around too many expats. Like I'm very cautious on the expats that I hang around or talk to. How are the grocery stores there? Are the prices reasonable? How's the quality of the meat and dairy? How's food wise? The meat here is fresh. I don't eat meat or dairy because I'm vegan. You're not going to have issues with it. Um, Everything, like I was saying earlier, there's butchers all over the place. There's a butcher store about 10-minute walk here. I think there's one down here by Mika. I think there's one at Twin Palm Malls. All the meat is fresh. I've never heard of someone getting any type of food poisoning. The only problem is going to be like if it becomes a time again where load shedding gets real bad, and that's when the electricity go out, then your products will probably go bad. But other than that, you're not finding problems with the grocery stores. Um, Let me go through some of these comments. Are the prices reasonable? Yes. If you're not shopping for American goods, the prices are very reasonable. Um, like if you're looking for the same American name brands, if they ship them over, it's going to come with a price tag on it. On it, but just local goods, I may average. I think I might average maybe. Ooh, how much do I average? I think I might average because I do a lot of bulk shopping for some things. So I think in a 6 month period for each month, I may average maybe 150 US dollars a month. Might be my average. Some months are higher, like when I go and do my bulk shopping. Um, but I don't spend that much here. Like most of my money, honestly, I'm spending towards land. Like, I'm buying assets. I'm not even spending much on anything else. Um, it's not expensive here at all. Um, what to suggest buying food markets or conventional? Both. Just do both. Like a lot of your produce is going to be fresher at the local markets than in the grocery stores. Um, your meat you can buy meat local. I don't think the average diasporan is going to do it just because it doesn't look like what you're used to. But you can get a chicken live They'll dress it and everything right there, pluck it, dress it. Not right there, but they'll do it for you and cut it up for you into the sections that you need. And I think that'll be like 100 and maybe 150 to 200 kwacha, which is not even 10 US dollars. So it's not that expensive at all with that. Let me scroll up a little bit. 'Cause I know I missed a few questions. Oh, it was an hey man, thank you for your channel. It gives a lot of information. How we start in Zambia. 100,000 with $100,000 in savings. If I had 100,000 US dollars in savings, first thing I would do, I would take about 3 months and relax. Don't move. Don't do anything. If it's sitting in an Airbnb for 3 months, just relax. Do not let that money burn a hole in your pocket. And what I mean by that is you're going to see so many opportunities here. Like there's a lot of opportunities, and people are going to always throw opportunities your way. You have to get to understand people here, and you have to start building a network of people you like, know, and trust. Do not let people use the religion card on you. Do not let people use the man, if I just had an opportunity card. You need to get to like, know, and trust people. One thing that I like about Zambians, the more you spend time with them, the more you get to know them, they show you who they are. People who are going to rip you off, they looking for that one big time investment. People who you can work with over at least a year, they're not ripping you off. If you can work with someone for a year, they're not scamming you. I will be honest about that. Even the land that I'm purchasing, I have the money to just pay it all off right now. I'm still just paying it off. I've been paying it off for a year. I'm purchasing more. I'm just paying it off in another year. And we're just building a relationship together to where now, whenever he has something that comes up, he's like, hey, Jay, this is coming up. This is what I'm getting. If you know anybody, just let me know and I'll set it aside. If you want it, let me know. I'll set it aside for you. Build your relationships that way. Any other business, do not partner with people under their business. Go and create your own business under PACRA. It costs less than 100 US dollars to actually register your business. It'll be the name will be copyrighted and everything. They do everything. You can do it completely online. You can go up there and talk to them, and you do it that way. Do not partner with someone else under their business. You're likely to get scammed. You can do businesses such as buying cars and putting those on Yango, having a whole mobile fleet of cars on Yango. You can get a good car here for about 4,000 US dollars. You can do a landscaping company. You can get into housing development. You can get into mining. You can get into moving minerals if you're willing to purchase the permit to do it. You can open up a restaurant. You can get into salons. Whatever you think of, you can do an arcade, a movie theater, whatever you can think of, you can do it here. Um, it needs entrepreneurs here. They need entrepreneurs. There's too many people that do not have jobs or looking for jobs, and they need entrepreneurs here. That's just to be honest with you. And that's from the top to the bottom. There's no malaria here. I think you hear about it in like remote areas, but for the most part, there's no malaria here. It's not. I think the malaria mainly comes into place once you hit East Africa. The few people that I've heard talk about getting malaria here, they were like out in a remote place where I don't think you would ever go. So don't even worry about that. Healthcare, I pay about, I'm with NEMA, which is the national healthcare here. I pay 720 kwacha a month. That is maybe 26 to 30 US dollars a year. And I just pay it all off at once. So healthcare is very inexpensive compared to the United States and the UK. Uh, don't be afraid of getting healthcare here. They're paying 200, 300 rent, total income. Yeah, people are doing that sadly. The, I don't know why expats do that. I don't know why we do that to each other. Like for me, and it's just my way I think, I would rather get people that can afford to live here, come here, settle here, and then let's find ways to do business together. Like let's say even if it's starting up a business and it costs 500 USD, and it's if it's five of us, we all just throw in 100 USD. Nobody's stressed out. And once the business start making money, you just split it equally. But for some reason, that is hard for people. I don't know why. I don't know why people this greed concept. I don't understand it. Like I just don't get it. What to suggest? Buying food? Okay, I answered that one. How are you doing in terms of transportation? I've seen other travel say it's as easy as other countries. Yes, you can get around here very easy. You can use the busing system. The busing system is okay. I'm not going to act like it's not luxury line buses. They need someone to come here with modern upgraded buses or someone with the mechanic skills to just start really renovating these buses out. That's another one of those things. Oh, let me see. I'm just scooting down. That's another one of those things I think is a really great business here for people that know how to do it. Not my wheelhouse. Not something that I'm even thinking of doing. I have a 15, 20-year plan of maybe importing electric buses here from China, but that's about it. Like, but you can get cars here. Driving here is simple. I use Yango, which is their version of Uber, and then also I have a few personal drivers that I use. So, like, if let's say if you were coming here, Damien, and you was like, "Hey Jay, I'm gonna be at the airport this day," I will have the personal driver come meet you, pick you up, and he would take you to wherever you're staying at and stuff like that. But it's very simple to get around here. Yeah, see, like Zam 2222 says, Zambian people are predominantly Christian and honest. It's not bad people here like that. It's just a few stupid people. And I don't even want to call them bad people because they're not even good. It's just a few stupid people here. Um, and it's like you have stupid people everywhere. Hey, what's up, Canary? Yeah, bro, I'm back again, man. I gotta get used to coming back on live, man. And then doing these lives is gonna help get my watch hours up. Man, I'm so close. I'm so close to hitting the monetization numbers with watch hours. Because I took those 6 months off of YouTube, it really hurt my watch hour numbers. So now I'm getting those back in there. 90s nostalgia. Hey Jason, what kind of visas are they offering? Do you know Simon Mwema? I know you're talking about with Simon. I know of him. I haven't met him personally yet. I do go over there by his shopping complex sometimes when I need to get things. I just don't film too much over there. But now that I have my not Osmo Pocket Fayu, it's like an Osmo Pocket. Now that I have that, I'm gonna start doing more filming when I go into that area. It's just a lot simpler to have something small instead of using my phone out. The visas they're offering, I'm on the retirement permit. They do have retirement permit. You can come here under a workers visa, investors visa, all of those different. Excuse me, each one have different requirements. So depending on what you're doing or what you're able to do here, will be the views. They do call them permits though. So if you're ever looking it up online, you have to look up permits. They don't use the term visa. But with a retirement permit, you get permanent residency right once you're approved. This is one of the um, best things that I think Zambia has to offer. It's about $630 right now, and you get permanent residency for life. You can't beat that. Don't buy a car in Zambia. Go for a Japanese import. You can buy cars there. Like you just need to know a mechanic. Like I know some Americans I met. They're a mechanic and they're doing good. Like they have their business here. They check out cars. Real good people. Also, there's Japanese cars you can buy here. There's a couple of big companies. All of their cars do import in from Japan. And then I also know a guy who gets cars from Tanzania that comes in through the port. So it just depends on who you know. Oh, anytime, anytime. I'm here to answer. Malaria's in Copper Belt. Yeah, but even when I was in the copper, you don't hear. It's not like an outbreak like how people like even when the cholera outbreak last year, people were calling me, "Oh, you okay? Oh, is people dropping dead by you?" I'm like, guys, like it's only in certain areas. Like it's not it's not as bad as the media makes it seem. sometimes the Western media, like, you know, 10 people end up catching something, and then it's like, oh, it's the end of the world in Africa. But it's like, what about when bird flu and all of these crazy strains are going through the US? Like, they don't make a big deal about it. You, as a foreigner, you're not going to run into that many problems with stuff like that. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, you're even locals ain't even running into these problems. Like, even like sometimes when I ask locals about certain places, they be like, "Man, what I'm gonna go there for? Yeah, what I'm gonna do there?" Like, they don't move around like that. Canary said restaurants, real estate development, digital media, travel, tourism, all of those things are needed here. All of those things are needed here. Lusaka is completely malaria free. All they have in malaria, all they have malaria in Lusaka have stories of traveling rural areas. See, yeah, Jaja is saying like that's all I hear. And usually it's nurses because sometimes nurses get deployed to very rural areas to do different things, and then when they come back, that's when they have malaria. And then they just put them on the medicine, and usually within 2 or 3 weeks they're good. But everyone I've met personally that's had it, they were a nurse that was sent to work remotely. Yeah, transportation is always a great business, and they need it here in Africa. Jason, what's required to get into the business of moving minerals? You must have a mineral permit. I'm on the process. Excuse me. I'm in the process now of getting a minerals permit. I don't want to give out any misinformation. So until I completely do that from start to finish, then I will go into complete details on what it looked like, what you have to do. I can tell you this: you will have to have a Zambian national on the permit with you. So you will have to find someone that you trust. Don't just find any random Zambian. Don't just be putting that permit out there and putting that in anybody's hands. So make sure you truly take your time and get to know someone. That's why I haven't even just ran out there to do it right now. The cost isn't that much. However, I've been looking into it for about 6 months now. So once I finish, I will give you the exact rundown on how that happened, so you'll know what to expect and how to do it. Electric cars, vans, and buses. Yes, they now have Nissan Leafs here, the full electric car. There's two charging ports here. It cost, I think, 15,000 US dollars for the Nissan Leaf, and they give you the charging port for your house also. So it's slowly getting there. I've been thinking about slowly ordering charging stations from China and then just start putting them up, buying little plots outside of Lusaka along the highways, and then just strategically putting little charging stations there to do stuff like that. Oh, great to see you too, bro, man. That's one of the reasons I had to do the live Canary. I was like, man, let me get back on here so Canary don't think I forgot about him. Hey, Deadshot, Pakistan, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Man, I have to get to Pakistan. I need to get back. I need to get to Pakistan. I want to get back to Iraq. There's so many places I still have to go. Um, but I love Pakistani food, man. I have a love for my Pakistani brothers and sisters. Y'all are really great people. Is it too late to move back if I'm about to turn 40? No, I'm 42. I'm 42. I just look 23. Don't get it wrong. No, I'm 42. Like, it is never too late to do anything you want. The one thing I will tell you is don't be afraid to come here and get rich. If you are blessed with a higher currency that's going to multiply here, don't be afraid to multiply it even more. The more money you can make when you come here, the more lives you're going to be able to touch. So, me coming here with my military pension, I make a very good living here. I'm not even going to lie or downplay. I make a very good living here. It has given me the opportunity to where now, I didn't bring one with me. I'll show them another day. Where I've been able to now, I'm purchasing reusable sanitary pads that's being made by a designer. She makes them, so I'm purchasing those to hand out to young women, donate them to orphanages, donate them to schools. And so I have a goal of eventually having as many places in Zambia as a whole to where the young women are able to use reusable sanitary pads, and it's going to be free of charge for them. And that's just one of my charity products that I'm doing. I'm going to stretch it out to Botswana, South Africa, make my way to Namibia. But this whole southern region, I have a goal of just really giving back. Africa has really helped me a lot through my dark times. So please do not think 40 is too late. You're so young. Come here. Get here as soon as possible. Have you ordered and shipped anything there to Zambia? If so, do you have to pay import? So I order from AliExpress all the time, and I've ordered from Amazon. Amazon can ship some things here. With Amazon, your customs and everything is already part of the pre. What is it? What's the word? Man, my English is failing me. Um, it's included. I'm sorry. It's included inside the shipment cost. And so then after that, if they ship it to the post office, you'll pay 40 kwacha. It costs 40 kwacha to pick anything up from the post office. If they ship it to like the DHL and stuff like that, you just go pick it up and it's free of charge. AliExpress, everything goes to the post office, and I just pay 40 kwacha per package. It don't matter what the size is. It's literally every package come in is 40 kwacha. 40 kwacha is like $1.63 or something like that. So you're not breaking the bank. Like it's not breaking the bank. What's my favorite thing about Zambia? The opportunities here. I have been dreaming of these opportunities since I left the United States 10 years ago. Um, I wish I would have known about this 10 years ago. I would have came straight here and I would have been a multimillionaire, probably moving into becoming a billionaire by now. Just from my man's mindset and how I move. So like I don't club or anything like that, or out here chasing women. So like I'm literally business focused 24/7, from sun up to sundown. How do you deal with drinking water with water for drinking? You can drink out of the faucets. Most places have a borehole, which is just a well. Um, this place don't have it, so I just use bottled water here. I get a case of bottled water for $2, I think, and that's a case of like 12. So I just do bottled water now. You can buy a 5 liter jug. I think it's 5 liter. It's a big jug. It's a huge jug. It lasts about 2 3 weeks, and I think that one is 28 20. It's like a little under $3. It's still like maybe $2.80 or something. So the water's not a problem. But like the first place I was in, I had a borehole, so I would just drink out of the borehole. Like if you buy your property here, just put a borehole on there. You might as well. There's a very high water table here in Zambia. I lived in a few places in Africa. I love them, but they came with certain BS like disorder, nothing working, government process is broken, power, water outages, poor customer service. You're gonna find some of those. Customer service just isn't a thing in majority of Africa. From what I heard, Zimbabwe is where you get the best customer service. However, the beautiful side of that is create a business consulting business. Create a business consulting business as an outsider, especially if you're Western. Sell your services to these businesses and teach them. They just need to be taught. So a lot of psychological business principles and practices just haven't been brought here. It's not that the people are bad and stuff like that. It's just it's bad from the top to the bottom. So like one of the biggest problems here is a lot of people are overworked and tired. They're tired. They're putting in a lot of work, a lot of hours, and the pay isn't reflecting the work they're doing. And because like one of the places where I buy a lot of electronics, I just bought literally just bought a new cell phone, just for filming. So when I'm out and about, I asked some of the employees, I'm like, "Yo, do y'all are y'all making commission off of this? Like, you helping me out every time I come here, and I'm paying a good, it's not that expensive, but it's like I'm bringing some business here. Y'all making commissions off this?" And they told me no. And I was like, "Y'all need to be making commissions. That's gonna give you a benefit and a reason to want to sell more." And a lot of the owners don't understand that. It's like it's quid pro quo. Too many people take the motto of quid pro quo is I'm going to take whatever I want from you. Quid pro quo is I give, you get. That's a true quid pro quo, not this nonsense we've been seeing over these last couple of decades. True quid pro quo is let's work together, let's do this, let's build this together. And so a lot of owners of businesses here, they just don't understand that, and they just eat through the money. Another thing is a lot of these big businesses that you see here, The owners are broke because as soon as the money coming in, they're spending it. They're not reinvesting. They're not doing marketing. So much stuff here that's crazy, like Jumbo, which is one of the wholesalers here. So many people don't know about that place or how to get there. And I was in there filming because I was just wanted to show you all what it's about, what it's like, how it looks, stuff like that. And then they came in and they was like, "Hey, you can't film." And I'm like, "Why?" And I didn't get an attitude with them, but I was trying to explain. I'm like, "Guys, there's people here in this city that don't even live far from here that don't know what this store is. They're not going to come in here and just be like, oh, let me see what's there." Most people don't move like I move. And because they don't know until they know someone shows them who they like, know, and trust, they're never going to go there. I'm like, you're missing out on money. And even the security, I'm like, if this company, if this business is doing 3 to 5 times more business on a daily basis because more people are now aware of it, you should be making more money, bro. This is a win-win for everyone. And so it's slowly teaching the people this because a lot of people are not realizing that. It's just a lot of it just need to be taught. Electricity, I'm gonna tell you this: is cheaper just to get your own solar grid put in. If you put in your own solar grid, you're not gonna have any problems. Don't just depend on the government provided electricity. Like I say, if the dam dries up again, load shedding is going to get really bad. Once I start building my properties, all of them are going to be independent of the actual government electricity and be have their own complete solar grid and be completely off grid. Water outages, the areas you're going to be living in, you won't experience it. I'm just going to be honest with you. You should not be anywhere near those areas. If you are, you need to rethink your decision of being here and go back home and try again. And that's not being rude. Please hear me on that. You should not be in those areas. If a Zambian see you in those areas and be like, "Why are you here?" If you get what I'm saying. Thank you, Jason. We met the other day. We're the ones in the autumn. Oh, okay, Ann, how you doing? Ann, I was going to text you. I just went and bought some more of the plant-based stem cells. If you need one, just let me know. And then she was telling me too, if you ever need them, you can just call her. I'll give you her number, and she'll actually you can just pay them through mobile money, and then they'll ship them out here to you on a bike. But it was really great meeting y'all. So Remnant One, these are the ones that I was telling you about that are mechanics here. So when you get here, and if you decide to get a car, use them. These are people from the diaspora that are good, qualified mechanics. I met her son, great young guy, really motivated, head on straight. This is great people. Like these are the type of expats I like to meet, guys. The good people. Like there's good expats and there's bad. And associate yourself with more of the good ones. I'm happy you're living your life. We're looking forward to the opportunity. We're getting robbed. Yeah, Americans are getting robbed. I'm gonna be honest. I was talking about this on my live earlier. A woman on TikTok got mad at me because she was talking about how Americans need Black Americans. I'm just saying what she said. She said Black Americans need to stop going to these African countries, talking about how cheap it is, how showing off their houses and their cars. And I told them like, why should they? You should be asking yourself, why are you paying so much for America? Like the U.S. isn't that great of a country. Yes, you get full time electricity, but you can get full time solar electricity here cheaper. I can put a whole solar grid in my house for less than 2,000 US dollars. Well, let me in the house I'm renting. This is not my house. That's why I'm not doing it. Do not ever improvise someone else's house. Please listen to me on that. You're going to run into problems and be angry. But Americans are not really seeing like, why am I paying so much for this life? Like what you all probably paid, what every American on here probably has paid in just their electric bill. That is more than my entire monthly budget, most likely. I'm just being honest with you. Like I said, I pay $7 a month in electricity. I have never seen a place as affordable as here. This is crazy. For what I live, what I'm paying for here, you couldn't even pay to go live in a shelter in the United States. It is ridiculous at the price of the United States. Last time I was there for a month, it took 2 weeks to spend. No, no, not the last time. The time before that, when my brother passed away, I was there. It took 2 weeks, and I had spent 3 months of my budget in Colombia, living in Colombia. And I was like, "Why are y'all here?" I told every last one of them, like, "Why are y'all here?" They're like, "You coming back on?" No, I'm leaving. You're getting robbed in America. Zambians are going to fall in love with you, brother. It's been a dream of mine for Black Americans to use their finances. Yeah, that's why I'm Jaja. That's why I'm trying to let them. Like, here's the problem, Jaja. One, we're not told about Zambia. We're not told about it. Then any pictures they show us of Africa, it's wrong. They're showing us starving kids all over the place, disease, famine. They're showing us lions, elephants, and I'm gonna be real with you. Black Americans are just like y'all, brother. We ain't trying to live around that. We are not. The most we willing to deal with is probably a cat, a dog, and maybe an occasional little wild animal come through. But we ain't trying to live around all that. And when I first got here to the continent, I was like, hold up, y'all lied to me. I'm like, what a starving kid. I'm like, what a African? What a the elephants or the lions. Now I did see elephants in Botswana, but Botswana's a different case. But like for the most part, like they don't show us the cities, the houses, the nice things. And that's why I'm hoping through doing this and really showing what it looks like here on the ground, not from, well, I heard from this person, such and such, his friend went there and it was a desolate wasteland. Like I'm telling you on the ground right now, 2025, what it looks like. That I'm hoping more of our brothers and sisters start coming back here because too many of us are going to Colombia, too many of us are going to Panama, too many of us are going to Southeast Asia, and we're wasting away our life savings for countries that do not want us there. We're not considered as an equal. And I know some people want to disagree with me with it on this. You're considered an equal in Zambia. As soon as you get your NRC, you have rights here. All they're asking for you is to come in here legally. I don't think that's too much to ask for. And just by you see everybody that I'm talking to here, they're all good people, family oriented people. Those are the people that Zambia wants and need here. Like I'm just being honest with you. Okay, Graza said, I'm from Zambia originally, but live in England. My goal is to move back with my family as soon as possible. I just need to find a way of making income. I've never set up a business before. Graza, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And if you still have family here, just start slowly sending money back, slowly saving. Something simple as like £300 or 300 euro a month. Simple. If you have a bank account here, just start sending it back here and just slowly save. Don't overburden yourself. Don't put too much stress on yourself. The beautiful thing is when you come back, just come back and talk to some of the diasporans, the ones that you see that's on here, like the ones that's gonna be setting up businesses and stuff. And that's how you just do it. Like I didn't learn business overnight, and my family was not business savvy people, and I mean that with all due respect. They just didn't have the opportunities. It took me 5 years of intensive learning, educating myself. One of my favorite quotes is, "The illiterate of the 21st century is not those who cannot read and write; it's those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." And so, when it's time for you to set up a business, just unlearn everything you know and just relearn. Just start from the basics. Even if it's something as simple as just reading a business book over, and over again. And first thing, just start thinking about now, like, what is it that you want to do? What would you be passionate about to wake up each and every day to do? What is going to get you more connected to the creator that you believe in? Like, start asking yourself those questions before bed, and you'll start getting the answers. For me, it's real estate development. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've always had the passion that I wanted to have the opportunity to develop housing and give people good houses. Like, that's something that means something to me. I remember growing up in the hood. I remember seeing how some of my families were living. And it's like, yo, why we gotta live like this? And I just want to be able to give people a good, affordable housing. And so that's just something that's always been a passion of mine. And now I'm able to live that dream because I came here. So don't beat yourself up, give yourself grace, and then just start. It's okay. And if you ever need help, just remember you always have people that you can ask and get advice from. There are a lot of business savvy people here. How much does a solar grid cost to do a complete grid that can run about two freezers, refrigerator in your entire home? It's about 2,000 US dollars. It's not that bad at all. Way cheaper than what I was looking at in Texas. Mechanics are generally honest and cheap and helpful. What's the average price for a 3 bedroom in Ibex Hill? Also, do you plan on doing apartment and house tours? No, I don't plan on doing apartment and house tours. But I know like when you all get here, I'll go around with you all to help you. But I'm not here. I don't want people knowing that I'm recruiting Americans to come here because I don't want to. They say one thing to me, and then behind closed doors, they treat you all a different way. So that's something I'm very cautious of. Don't. Um, I don't want to. I don't want to ruin the experience for some people. And also, I don't want people start becoming money hungry. Like, oh, he's recruiting Americans. Let's raise the prices. I would say on average right now for a 3 bedroom in Ibex Hill, you should be looking at about 10,000 to about 12,000 kwacha. What are you telling? Oh, talking about I can pay something. 10,000 to 12,000 kwachas. That's about tops about 435 US dollars. Um, Not too bad at all. Really good price, and those will be nice modern homes. The only thing you may have to purchase, you will have to purchase a refrigerator, and sometimes you have to purchase a stove. It's just the way they do it here. Um, and if you want a washer and dryer, you can do that. Most people don't use dryers here. We just like even with me, my maid, she washes the clothes and then she just hang them up on a line in the back. So you can't have a maid here too. That'll cost you about. It's not even cost you $100. I think about $70 a month. Not bad. um, yeah, don't buy a house here. Like Zam was saying, don't you don't want to buy a house here because you'll be building. Hey, how you doing, Agnes? I'm back. I appreciate it, Zam. Appreciate it. I'm going to be in Zambia for quite a long time. It's part of my home now. Zambia is my home. I am going to keep collecting residencies because I'm still a nomad. Like I'm. That's why in my video I say expat slash nomad. I am still a nomad. That nomadic itch is already hitting me. I'm just keeping it at bay. Cause I'm like, dude, settle down, chill. Don't be spending all your money traveling. Let's do things responsibly. Then get back to traveling after you finish some of your projects. But I will be here full time. But I do. So like right now, I'm looking at Morocco, Cape Verde. What was this one other country? Madagascar. I'm looking at those three countries. I've been reading up on their retirement permits, and technically, I qualify for each country. Technically, I qualify for each country, so I am tempted to go and get and collect residencies there also. But that'll probably be next year or 2027. Right now, I'm really hyper focused on finishing some of these projects here in Zambia, and plus I'm going to be purchasing some land in Eastern Cape in South Africa. So there's parts of South Africa I'm going to start buying land in also. The parts that are undesirable that's going through gentrification. So that's what I'm doing there. Do I use Starlink? I have Starlink, but the network is closed off right now until July. So I'm waiting until July to see if there's some open spots, and then I can start using Starlink. Um, I do have the satellite and everything. It's just literally waiting for the network to open up. But I talked to an actual Starlink representative to do it, and they were telling me hopefully by July they'll have more space on the satellite service to open up. It's only Lusaka that's closed off, by the way. Anywhere outside of Lusaka is good, but in Lusaka it is at its maximum capacity. And I'll just let you know why. The reason why is at maximum capacity. A lot of companies activated the Starlinks, registered them on the network, and then they're reselling the kits at a higher level. Those are the type of things like with business, like guys, why are you're wasting time? Like you're doing things that don't make any sense. No one's finna pay 15,000 kwacha for a Starlink that costs 6,500 kwacha. I paid 6,500 for mine. It's a Starlink Mini, and I'm like, I'll just sit and wait until excuse me, until the space on the network opens up. David asks, "What's some advice for me as a 23-year-old when it comes to finding my stay in Zambia or skills you think I should work on?" Love from New Orleans. Hey, what's up, my New Orleans brother? As 23, get into digital marketing. Digital marketing, network marketing, any type of MLM that's a product that you stand behind. And the reason why I'm saying that is going to really help your people skills, business skills, and your marketing skills. You're at the age I wish someone would have told me this, bro. I wish someone would have told me this in my 20s. You're at the age, go all in on everything digital marketing. Go all in, especially right now with artificial intelligence, everything that's out here. You have everything at your hands, and 99% of it is free. Go for it. Get into Kindle Direct Publishing. That's how I have my publishing company on Kindle. Get into writing ebooks. Get into all of these things and just focus on multiple streams of income. As you get multiple streams of income, let those incomes add up. If you find something that can earn you $1 a month, you go earn $1 a month. If you find something that can earn you $100 a month, you go earn it. You don't try to be like, oh well, this is just earning $1. Let me let it go. Keep all of those together and let them come. Once you get to a comfortable living standard, then you focus on each one, give a little bit of time, just like 3 to 6 months, and say, okay, let me scale this one. Let me 10x this one. So now if it's making me $1, let's get it to $10. Let's get this $100 to $1,000. And you're at the age. By the time you're in your 30s, you will be looking good. Also, because you're 23, if you're not into crypto, start doing dollar cost averaging each and every month while you can in crypto. What that means is if you only have $10 a month that you're able to sacrifice to invest in crypto, invest it. Invest it in Bitcoin. Invest it in a little bit in Doge, not too much in the meme coins, but do like Bitcoin. Crypto is going to come back, and it's going to come back in a very powerful way. I'm actually doing Bitcoin mining with many farmers, many miners. It's more of a lottery miner, but if you understand how much I'm paying for electricity, it's free. It's literally free. And even if it took me 20 years to mine one blockchain, at the current price, that would be 240,000 US dollars. I'm not paying anything in electricity. It's like pennies on pennies. So look into the Bitcoin investing, all of those different things. You're at the right age. Don't, if someone's saying you're crazy, you're doing the right thing. If someone's saying, oh, you need to focus on the traditional stuff, don't. Be crazy, be a lunatic out here, and go all in on your future. You got this. Uh, David, look at any of my videos and just shoot me an email. If you need any help or guidance along the way, just shoot me an email. We'll talk. I'll give you my WhatsApp number and you can text me on WhatsApp. Okay. But you're at the right age. Trust me. Damien said, for example, in Thailand, you can buy a house, but you must sign ownership of the land on which the house sits on over to. Yes. So, see, technically, most people don't know that. You're not allowed to own, you don't own that land in Thai. So, let's say even if you marry a Thai woman, and this is why I don't like Southeast Asia or other nationalist countries like Dominican Republic. If you're married to a Thai woman, not only do she gets like 54% controlling power of any property, even if you pay 100% of that land, she can kick you out of that at any given time that she wants. And they will still say you are responsible for the taxes or anything else that's on that house. And you don't have those issues here, man. I don't think people really understand how good Zambia is. This is a good country. Like I can't even talk about it high enough because it's a good freaking country. Yes, Mauritius is good too. I don't like islands. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really like islands. I know a few people from Mauritius, and from how they described it, it's not my fit personally. Um, that's just my personal thing. The only reason I'm willing to do Madagascar is because about 84% of the island is actually uninhabited. All the people live on just one part. So I just want to go to see, like, can I get some of this land? If you get what I'm saying. You need a partner, Jason. I am going to end up partnering with people. That's why I'm recruiting people to come here and explaining. It's like I can't do everything. Even if I had an endless bank account, I can't do everything. And honestly, I don't want to do everything. Like, everything's not my passion. But I would rather work with other people in their passions and be like, hey, okay, you in the transportation industry. Okay, how can I help you? If it's me throwing in a little bit of money here and there, we going in on things. Uh, it's like it's all about partnership. I always say, billionaire taught me, and a few millionaires they kept saying over and over, it's better to own 1% of a lot than 100% of nothing. And I work off that 1% rule. Like if I can work with other people, help them get their dreams, none of us are breaking the bank where we're stressed out. Why not? Like I'm not a greedy person. Like I say, for my lifestyle, I could literally be living here for the rest of my life, continue traveling, never do YouTube, sharing any of this stuff, and I wouldn't have a problem. Like I'm not saying it to be cocky or bold. It's like I know how to budget. My lifestyle, I have it down to a T. Like I know how much money I need, and the money that I earn is way more than what I need to just live off of. So I live a very comfortable life. You don't see me on here. Hey guys, hit that cash app. Hey guys, I need that PayPal, guys. It's a trip when people be making up these lies and excuses and just say, bro, you broke. Just say you broke. It's okay. We've all been there. I've had payday loans in the past. Like I had to learn how to get to where I am now. So yeah, I'm always looking for partners in the long run. Morocco is cool, but it's not a tax friendly country. You'll pay high taxes on your foreign retirement pension. Yeah, yeah. A lot of countries have that give and take. There's ways around it. Most of them, if you want to get away from the taxes with those high countries, just don't stay there too long. You just make sure you leave. A mate in Zambia that gets 1,500 or just slightly below 50 USD is a well paid mate. Yeah. Uh, just because I don't know who I was listening to me, I'm not gonna say how much I pay my maid, but she's making decent money. She's making decent money. Um, she's making good. Come identify the opportunity window, the need or business opportunity, and fix yourself in that gap. Be relentless and grow. Agnes just told you. Like I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of opportunity here. Just don't be afraid. Do not be afraid to go all in. I hear the Philippines is like that with land laws. Here in Zambia, you buy your land, it's yours, period. Yeah. There's not many places, Agnes, like Zambia. There's not many places. Between Zambia, South Africa, Botswana, you don't find many places like this anymore to where you can just own the land. So I'm looking to see what this car doing. I'm trying to see where they going. I don't like when people just stop in front of the gate. You never know who somebody is. Because my neighbor has a daughter, so like I don't, I'm real cautious. Like I don't like people just being around like that. But also in the Philippines, it's dangerous. There's a large part of the Philippines and different islands you just cannot go to. It's about 100% guarantee you will come up missing. Like the Philippines is crazy, and then you still got to worry about hurricanes, typhoons, all that stuff. We don't get natural disasters here. Rain heavy, the thunderstorm is real loud. Do you think Zambia is the best place on the planet for you, and why do you think it doesn't get much attention? Lastly, the infrastructure compared to SA. No one infrastructure compares to SA in this southern region, but I also remember it was the last to get rid of its colonized. How can I say that? Hmm, Zambia, South Africa is the last to get rid of its colonized, meaning the apartheid system. So they had a more years to actually build. Zambia's had 60 of independence. Um, Zambia isn't built up as much as it should. If you watch some of the older videos of it, Zambia was beautiful. It was in just about any European city and any European city. Like Zambia was beautiful. I my personal opinion, so this is opinion, take it as a fact. There was bigger to play that destroyed the Zambian economy. Range Land Rover, Subaru, and there was another company I can't remember, but all of those there was like three major manufacturing car plants here. It disappeared. It's like it's disappeared overnight, and they had to go back into agriculture. Nobody can really explain what happened. Um, I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out myself without digging too deep into a rabbit hole. Um, but there was a lot of really good things that were sitting here in Zambia, and then all of a sudden those things disappeared. You don't even really see the remnants of them anymore. It's crazy. Copperbelt was a big manufacturing plant. A lot of people were in place. I believe now Zambia has the potential to be one of the best because it's not really populated with investors. So what I mean by that is like the price point invest is not like how it is in Kenya. Kenya has improvised more, has more infrastructure than Zambia. However, the Kenyan price point is too much money. You're almost paying or not, well, I say Orlando like maybe a Fort Lauderdale or something prices to invest. And I'm sorry, at the end of the day, it's East Africa. Why am I going to pay anywhere near that amount of money? Like I'm not paying a few thousand US dollars just to get residency there. I'm just not doing it. Like you unless you can guarantee me I can double or triple my money in business there. Like why would I go do that? There's just as many people here in Zambia, and you're able to get into the economy at any level that you want here. Small business, big business, investor. So with all those opportunities that open here, like even now, I'm getting ready to start buying government bonds, government the bonds in the what's that name? It starts with a T. I can't remember. See, there's so much stuff I'm doing here. I keep forgetting something. I have everything written down. But getting into their bonds and all of that, I'm getting into the Lusaka Stock Exchange. I actually have it to where one of the big stockbroker companies here, they shoot me text messages every day of the closing and opening of the market. They send me weekly updates of how the market doing, how much the dividends are being paid. Each company's paying a dividend, so I can see which ones are paying the most. And all that exists here. Plus, on you can still get minerals permit, all of those things. And I would say Zambia is probably one of the best. Um, Even in South Africa, you can get into things. It's going to take a little bit more groundwork. And you just got to be cautious because of what you see there. You would probably fall for the scams more likely in South Africa. You'd be like, oh man, this is cheap. This is really good investment. But I guarantee you, whatever they quote you is probably 20 times less than what they're quoting. But here in Zambia, it's pretty much at face value because things are so open and transparent. You can go to one of the ministry offices, like I'm going to the Ministry of Minerals, and the brochure I have that shows me the price and everything that I know right now is from their desk. So it's official documents. 7 million kwacha enough to retire with. Agnes just said it best for you, brother. Oh yeah, you might, Zam, you might as well go and come and retire, brother. 7 million kwacha. If you don't have land here already and built a house, I would probably take 100,000 kwacha, get it some land, build your house how you want it. Um, I would put a little bit of money in stocks. I'll put a little bit of money in government bonds. Um, I would probably open up a business for my. Like, if I was you, I would open up a business for your wife. Leave something behind for the kids. I would definitely create a few rental income properties, and you should still be sitting on well over 5 million kwacha to just live off to your glory days, brother. Like it is not overpriced here, man. That's the beautiful thing about it. Like this place, it's a realistic living point. Like the only problem here is there's just no entrepreneurs here to create business. So it's like the cash isn't in circulation good enough. Um, if you ever been to a country where you've seen cash out of circulation, like that's all. That's the only problem here. There's just no cash in circulation, and it's just because there's not enough businesses here. They need. I would honestly say within the next 5 years, in every sector combined, they need at least 1,000 new businesses. Like that's how much business growth they need here. Like they need entrepreneurs and they need people coming in. They need people coming in. And the beautiful thing is it's a foreigner friendly country. People are not going to be upset like, oh, these foreigners coming, they taking all our money, they're getting rich off us. They're gonna be like, hey man, come here and make this money. This is just from what I hear from the average Zambian, not coming from Jason's point of view or opinion. Most of them be like, yo, we lazy. He was like, oh, yeah, I need to be coming here and just making money. Like people just want to work. I've heard that countless times. Uh, I always try to tell them like, hey guys, I don't believe y'all lazy. I think y'all it's just y'all are used to a certain system. Whereas other countries, we gotta you gotta fight and get that money out of the way. Okay, you have 2 houses, plot of land, and plus a car. Oh, you good? You good? So really, all you need to do is just I would just start building a few rental incomes, rental houses. Yes, the weather here is nice. Like right now is really nice. I will say this: don't get it twisted with Zambia. This it's still in Africa. This African heat is hot. But Zambia mimics Panama for me. The weather here mimics Panama with the wet and dry season. Only difference is y'all do have a little bit of a winter, but it isn't bad unless there's no electricity. But now that I understand how to use those propane heaters, I'll be good next winter. And even with the braziers, like someone showed me how to do the braziers, let the charcoals light all the way up, and then once they're white, then you just set it in the house and then just heat up the house. So I'm good now. I just hate the winter. I'm a 47-year-old Zambian and been trying to improve my income streams online. I'd love to chop it up with you someday, Jason. Yeah, anytime, Jaja. Just shoot me an email and we'll go from there. There's a lot of things to do here. Um, like it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, don't think it's gonna take overnight. Like it's some of the business are slowly getting into the digital era here. But the problem that I see is so many people think if you see it on the internet, it's a scam. And it's just going to take a little bit of reprogramming. I think most Zambians, even if you have a business, you need to be doing social media, TikTok or YouTube, because people need to like, know, and trust you. If you keep hearing me say that over again, that's how you build rapport. That's how you build your customer database. And that's how you build your loyal fans. People who know, like, hey, this person ain't BSing me. This person isn't trying to rip me off. They're just a natural good person that's trying to do business. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are scammy, and you have to set yourself aside from them. So you have to put in that groundwork. Even what I'm doing here, this is groundwork for when I start having the houses ready to already built. When I have the car fleets, when all these different things, people are gonna be like, "Oh, wait, that's Jason. I know him. That's a good business." Whereas if you just coming out of nowhere, people be like, I don't know about this guy. Even I'm the same way. I don't just trust every treasury. Thank you. Thank you. Jaja, appreciate it. I don't know why that word slipped my mind. Yes, government bonds and treasury bills. Those are what I'm doing. Thank you for that. Uh, and so just keep building. Do not minimize what social media can do for you in the long run. A good 5 years of just consistently doing social media through the good and the bad, you'll be shocked how it'll turn businesses around, especially online. But back to Graza, yes, I do like the weather. The weather is good. I miss Colombia weather because I was living in the valley of Medellin, and it was just spring all year. You don't get more beautiful weather than that. Medellin was it. Colombia babied me. Colombia was perfect. Like I would wake up to my balcony. I would go out. The parrots would be on the balcony talking to each other. I'll be sipping on my tea, eating some fruit, maybe a buñuelo or something. I miss Colombia, by the way. But other than that, Zambia is perfect. Like it's not bad at all. The winter here is nothing like South Africa. That South African winter, I thought it was gonna kill me that first year. Yo, I've never had my bones cold. And I was like, okay, I'm not cut out for this. I went to South Africa right in the middle of June, which is winter. And I don't know why I wasn't thinking like, dude, you're going to the southern hemisphere, and on the other side of the world, it's going to be opposite weather. I'm there with shorts, t-shirt, just walking around. It was freezing. I had to go buy a whole new wardrobe. Um, can you explain gravel cement driveway in Zambia? Honestly, no. Zam, I don't know how to explain it. Um, like the so like this one has the paved bricks. Let me turn it around for you. So like this driveway here is the paved bricks. You do see a lot of these in this area, but in other areas you will see where it's just the gravel. It's not bad. It just depends on how your drainage is for your house. Like this is good, but let me show you this area here. Back over there, it's like a little dip, so it gets the water piles up right there. But other than that, no water piles up. The other place where I lived in, where it was gravel, when the rainy season was bad, it was just a mess. And then I didn't like it because there was a lot of frogs and all of that, and there was more termites. Like I didn't know termites live in the ground, and when it rain, they come up and fly. I wasn't used to that. Uh, so even when I do my place, I think I'm gonna do more of this the paved bricks. I can't remember how much they cost. I'm gonna have to reprice them again, but I think I'm gonna do it like this, or do like some kind of little blacktop or something like that. But I can't go into detail. Like that's I'm a I'm gonna be honest with you. Like things that I don't know, I don't know. Like I'm not afraid to admit that I don't know, and that's just out of my wheelhouse of understanding. Oh, oh, okay, that's what it was saying. Something about being able to pay it, pick and pay with Airtel. Oh man, it's already been an hour and a half. Oh, let me see what time it is. Oh, let me get off here. Let me text them real quick. Hold on 1 second. 'Cause I suppose I have a meeting. Okay, let me. I might have to get off. I just sent them a text. 'Cause I did tell some people we were on a call last night, but it got late and some things happened where they had to hop off. Uh, okay, so yeah, there are different types of pay bricks. I know there's different type of pay bricks. You have these type of bricks for the wall, and then I think you have a little bit smaller bricks for the housing. It's a lot. It's a lot here as far as the concrete. But at the end of the day, all of them are. What's the proper way to say it? It's least expensive than other countries. Um, so like it's you'll be building with bricks here and doing majority of stuff with bricks, unless you just want more of that country rural vibe where you prefer gravel and stuff like that. What's the most endearing features of Zambian women compared to Western women? I don't. I know people gonna probably be like, "Oh, you're capping or you're not telling the truth." I don't see Zambian women are good women, but like even with me, when I was dating Western women, like I'm a control freak. Let me just say this: I am a control freak. I don't let just anybody and everybody in my personal space. My personal space is my space, and I feel like when I let someone close to me, it's like, hey, I expect you to act a certain way. I expect a certain demeanor. All of these things are about you. So, like for me, Zambian women remind me a lot of my late wife, Cece. But also, I don't talk to just every Zambian woman out here. Um, like you can tell when you're speaking. Like as soon as people hear my accent, you can look at their eyes. If you look at a person's eyes, it tells you everything they're thinking. I can see a woman who's thinking like, "Oh, money, money. He's got money." I don't talk to them. I don't. If a woman be like, "Oh, I want to go out and have a drink," I'm not talking to you. If a woman like, "Oh, I want to go to Granddaddy's or Black," or I'm not talking to you. I don't do those things. So because I don't do those things, I control how I date. I control the type of person that I allow to be around me. That's why when I say I'm a controlling person, I control my life. Um, some people don't like it, and there's no problem with it. It's not saying those women are bad. I just don't have time. Oh, there's like three people on a motorcycle. Yeah, Agnes, you know it had to come. And so for me, I don't. I'm not gonna say every Zambian woman is great. There's good, there's great, there's bad. It's the whole range, no matter where you go. I just don't. I have zero tolerance for a lot of nonsense. So for me, I happen to come across women that are more traditionally submissive. But at the end of the day, so was my late wife. She was traditionally submissive. That's just my natural type and what I gravitate to. So like I can't talk about the women as a whole like that, because I'm a person. I've always been very keyed in on this is what I accept. All of these things I don't accept. I don't care how beautiful you are. Um, Physical relationships don't attract me enough to settle for someone or even accept something that falls in the line of what I don't, what I'm not attracted to. If that makes any sense. Okay. So we have about 30 more minutes, then I'll hop on the call with them. They're still a little busy, so that works. Hope that helps you. I'm not trying to avoid the question, but I have to give you the question from my truth. Even the woman that I'm dating here, she's traditionally submissive. Yeah, uh, you have a lot that believe in traditional relationships, and just for the guys and women out there, traditional relationship does not fully mean she's cooking and cleaning. Let me be honest with. I don't. I'll tell you right now, I do not like any of my women cleaning for me. I've had maid service ever since I was in the U.S. when I had my house. Uh, One of the things I told my late wife Cece, I was like, "Look, I do not want you cooking for me. I don't want to ever see you scrubbing my toilet. I make enough money to pay someone to do that. If I don't want to do it, you're my partner. I don't want you doing it." And so that same thing applies even now, because I even now I hire a maid to do those things. But that's just me personally. That ain't everybody. Hey Tracy, what's up with you, brother? How you been doing, man? See, on one of your pretty videos, you mentioned the health insurance. Can you give a little bit more information about that? Okay, so the health insurance is NEMA. This is National Health. Is National Health Insurance. I can't remember what the whole acronym stands for. The health insurance I pay 720 kwacha a month. It's about 20. I hate with these numbers. I don't know the exact. I'm gonna say anywhere from 26 to 35 US dollars. I know I'm giving a little bit of a wider range. It don't cost more than 30 USD. I know that, but I don't want to lie to you and make it undershorted or overpay it. With that, you can go see your doctors, you can get medicine, things like that. I personally have not used it. It also, it also, appreciate I'm sorry, that's funny, man. 'Cause I'm just sitting there. Let me help warm you up, brother. I'm gonna keep talking about. Let me help warm you up. Let me show you the little beautiful sun. Bring some warmth your way. Um, it includes dental. There are certain companies that accept it for dental. I am going to end up being. I have to go get a cleaning in a month or two. After I do that, I'm going to see how much services are. See if I can interview the dentist and let you know how the full services benefit you. There are some things that you pay out of pocket, but I have to get that information as it goes and as I use it. So I will be providing more information. But for the national health insurance here, just imagine you're gonna be paying about 26 to 35 US dollars. Jaja said the flying termites are a super delicacy for the locals. They're called inzwa. Inzwa. They taste amazing. Catching inzwa was a fun family activity growing up. So, Jaja, so do y'all do the Mopani worms also? Because when I first saw them, I didn't know what they were. Those the flying termites. I had woke up the following morning after rain hit at night, and I just saw those wings all over the place. Because when I first saw one, I thought it was a roach, and I was like, "Oh man, how did I catch myself in a dirty place?" But also, I didn't know. So I found out here also. So roaches eat wood. They're attracted to wood. I did not know that, and I'm like, maybe this is why in the U.S. they're a problem because we make our houses out of wood and that um that plywood, all of that nonsense. I hope that's warming you up, Tracy. I'm sending that one to you, brother. Cause man, it's been a beautiful day here. I can't even lie. That's why I went out to have lunch, sitting outside. Usually I'm in the house because it's too hot, sitting in front of a fan. But today has been a beautiful freaking day. Can't even lie to you. But Tracy, as I get more information, um, when I start using more of the health insurance, I'll definitely be doing videos and updating. I definitely want to do interviews with some dentists. From the prices I'm seeing, dental dental procedures here are a fraction of what Colombia pay, what Colombia charges, and Colombia is very affordable with dental practice. I'm seeing you can probably get a whole mouth of veneers for about 3,000 US dollars. Oh, anytime, brother. Like always let me know. Like if y'all have questions, just let me know in the videos. If it's stuff I need to research and look up. 'Cause, some things I don't think about. And so like sometimes when y'all ask questions, it helped me remember like, hey, somebody might need this information. It's hey, it's all a partnership. We all working together here. The more information I can get, it may be the sooner it help you get up out here. Um, what was I saying? What was I saying? Hey, my mind just skipped. I'm trying to be mindful of the time to make sure I don't miss this meeting. But I'm gonna just stay on here for probably another 9 to 10 minutes, then go set up the living room. But hey, what was I talking about? I can't remember. My bad. This is sometimes what happens when you're doing content creation. You just start talking, 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 and you sometimes forget what you're saying. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. I appreciate everybody hopping on. I'm gonna keep doing more lives. What's tomorrow? Thursday. I might do one tomorrow. Don't. I'm not gonna promise that. I'm gonna try. Um, like I say, doing these lives is helping with my watch hours. I've been avoiding this for so long, and I need to just do it. I'm gonna be showing you. You have a bunch of upcoming content that's coming. Um, I lost all my content from Eastern Cape, not Eastern Cape, Eastern Province. The freaking memory card. You gotta be cautious of where you buy memory cards and stuff here. The Indian guy bought it from his shop. Real good dude. He told me like, hey, some of the cards may be messed up. It looked like it was working, but then it stopped working. I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna go buy some other ones. I'm gonna probably just get these, pay a little bit extra money and buy these from the actual shops. So I lost that content. I lost some of my content from Kalimba Farms. I just went there this past weekend to the reptile farm. Some of the stuff didn't. I don't know why it didn't record. And then some of the footage, man, my dumb self. When you're working with new cameras and equipment, you have to learn how to use it. And unfortunately, the only way to learn how to use it is doing it when you're doing stuff. I think like five of the videos recorded in slow motion. So it's like moving real slow. And I'm like, dude, how did I do this? You know, I'm just like, dude, how did I do this? Like, why did I hit this on slow motion on accident? So I'm gonna go back out there probably next month, refilm all of that content. It was a really nice place, beautiful area. You want to hold a python, you can hold a South African python. They got some cobras there, boom slang, puff adder. What was that other snake? They had a black mamba. They had crocodiles. Yo, they had some huge crocodiles. I'm talking about these crocodiles made me look like a little kid. You knew if they wanted to get out, they can. That scared me. Hey, I'm just gonna be real. I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna sit here and fight a crocodile. I am not one of those swamp wars people. Um, they have it where you can buy crocodile meat there. You can go fishing there if you want. A lot of cool stuff there. So I'm gonna highlight that again and show that business. Uh, yeah, Agnes. See, Agnes. No, yeah, the reptile farm was it was real nice. I'm also gonna start. I think I'm gonna start next month. Let me see what's next month. March. What's January, February, March, April. I might start next month for April. I'm going to start going to different lodges, just staying there maybe, one night or so, just to show you what they look like. Because after I was in Chapata and I stayed at the lodge there, that lodge was beautiful. Like when I go back to Chapata, even if I stay 2 or 3 weeks, I'm staying at that lodge. You will be shocked what 500 kwacha could get you a night. And I think 500 kwacha is about 15, 16 US dollars. Um, and so from that, Like I was really amazed. I was hands down flabbergasted by the quality of the room, the cleanliness of the room, the staff, the beautiful. Like it was amazing. It hands down was better than any hotel I've stayed in Africa. And for it to be that affordable, I was like, it's criminal for me not to start doing this, to start showing some of these lodges, because I feel like some people would like to stay in a lodge. Like you may not want to do an Airbnb. You might want to spend a little bit of time in the lodge and test them out. So I'm gonna start doing those. Let me see. I got a few questions. If you marry a Zambian, expect to have a pubic hair shape. Yeah, I've heard about that. With that, and also like, here's it's funny you said that, Tandika. In Zambia, there was the guy who came to put together the industrial sewing machine for me. I was going to buy him lunch and stuff, and then it was brought to my attention, if a man's married, he's not supposed to bring food home. It's disrespectful. I didn't know because he's married. It's his wife's job to provide the food, and so there's a lot of traditions and customs here that you're not going to know as a foreigner. So just be mindful when you come here. Like there's a lot of things you're not going to know, and it's going to sound weird to you. And even if you're doing things out of the goodness of your heart, just be prepared. Let me see. Tracy said, while in Chicago, I had to get a root canal. The cost of the procedure and 2,700 USD for a root canal. Are you kidding me? Wait. Tracy, maybe is that $270 and you just put an extra zero? 2,700 USD for a freaking root canal? Because I have a root canal I need to get, and I think it's going to cost about $50. Two, what? One implant costs $5,000? Are you kidding me? Because I'm thinking about getting complete veneers. If it's the price is really less than 3,000, I'm thinking about getting complete veneers. Might as well go and get that Hollywood smile. But see, this is the stuff that I'm talking about in America. Like, but then like people get mad at me if I talk about how affordable the dental care is here. And it's like it's not looking down on people here. It's like I don't think people understand. Like, look how overpriced the U.S. is. Like, do you know what I could do with 2,700 or 5,000 extra USD here just in 1 month? You know how much land I would purchase? Come on, man. That's 40 acres. I'm sorry, but that's 40 acres. That's 40 acres, and or I can go buy. Let me see. I can get a cow here for about 300 USD. I can get a cow. 5,000. That's almost seven cows. Like that. See, that's well, no. 10 cows at $300 would be 3,000. So at 5,000, I could still get almost another 10 cows, just throwing in an extra $1,000, 6,000 USD. That's 20 cows. Do you know how much money you can make off 20 cows? Like that's ridiculous. Like that doesn't make sense. You see what Agnes is agreeing with me like that. Do you know how much land you can buy here? You can go get you 40 acres. So one of my future videos I'm about to do is Black Americans need to quit crying about 40 acres and a mule and just come to Africa and buy it. Like the money we're spending on nonsense, such as a root canal, to spend $2,700 on a root canal, and you can come here and buy 40 acres of land, start a farm, and start making money within a few years. Come on, like this trap, this roller coaster of just stealing our money is ridiculous. Because like, really ask yourself, what is the point of you? And for you to be able to spend that much money on a root canal, that means you are someone who has worked your butt off. I get it, but what are you working your butt off for if you can't even start putting a real decent amount of that into building generational wealth for if you have kids, your grandkids, for the next generations? Like A lot of us in America have been so fooled by the system of America, we're not even thinking generationally anymore. We can only think like, man, can I make it to retirement? Can I get to retirement? And we got to get away from that. That is crazy. Oh, Remnant One, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I try to provide honesty and truth. That is the basis of my channel. It's about honesty and truth. Um, yeah, I'm still flabbergasted over this root canal. Man, I need to start doing some GoFundMe campaign telling people send me that 2,700 for a root canal. I'll set you up with a dentist and I'll get you some land. Like that is crazy. $2,700. Let me see. 1,000 USD is about 28,000 kwacha. So that's about 56,000. Nah, that is nah, that's not. No, that's more. Yeah, it's about 56,000, almost no 60 some thousand. Nah, that's too much. And with the 5,000 you're paying for an implant, you can go buy a used car here and put that on Yango and start making you about 6, 7,000 kwacha a month, bringing in almost extra $200. Like that's not cool. That's not cool at all. That is way too much money for dental procedures. And the U.S. don't even have the best dental practices in the world. Let me see what time it is. 5:20. All right, let me get out of here. I'm 1 minute over. Let me go set up my computer, get everything together. It came with no warranty, and I had to get it. Tracy, come on, bro. I'm finna be real honest with you on this. If you have any more dental problems, fly to Colombia or Mexico. Like, just fly there. It's cheaper. It's better. Joe, how you doing, brother? How you and the wife doing, man? Hope y'all are doing well. Tracy, don't do that again, bro. Just it's cheaper for you to fly to Colombia. If you need to fly to Colombia, let me know. I can hook you up with a dentist that I know there. His name is Carlos. He has a dental practice. Real good service. I can get you his number, everything. You'll be taken care of. And he puts a warranty on his work. If something mess up, you just give him a call, text him on WhatsApp, let him know. He will come through and when you come back and he'll fix your stuff. Like that's crazy, man. I'm sorry. Like that's highway robbery. And you shouldn't be having to pay that much money for a freaking root canal. And the US does some of the worst root canal jobs every other country you've come across. Jaja said it's a serious marital offense against your spouse if you refuse to shave them down there. Grooming services for your partner is your job. It's a tradition that encourages intimacy. Yeah, y'all have a lot of traditions in there. It's really interesting when I'm told some of these things because some of them I'm just like, where did it come from? Who originated this? Because like when I hear stuff like that, it always makes me wonder who was the first person to originate it. Because there's a lot of traditional culture that's still here. All right, let me head in. Mm, oops, wrong light. Oh no, I don't need that one. Excuse the house is a little mess right now. I told the maid not to come today. And then also I don't let her work on holidays either. So see, I'm a fair employer. I try to be fair to people. Let me just get my computer. I'm gonna just let y'all stay on while I'm setting up. But yeah, anytime, Tracy. Yeah, just let me know, man, and I will hook you up with that dentist. Cause you're paying way too much money, bro. Go to Colombia. I'll let you know which area to stay in so you ain't in danger. You can get your dental done, get in, get out, and be done. Okay. Let me see. All right, I'm just getting all set up here. My little workstation, still a work in progress. I'm still looking to get the gaming monitor, the curved gaming monitor. I found one for 16,000 kwacha, but I've seen another one that was 10,000. Somebody came and bought it up from behind me because some places like Long Acres Mall, I have a hard time using my debit card there. The network is real bad in that area for some reason. And so someone came and paid cash because I was waiting for them to ship it to the other store. And so I'm going to get one now. The new game monitor. Just getting everything set up here. That's good. And then also, like, here's the new phone. This is a Techno Spark 30. It cost me about 130 bucks. Camera quality is real good. I'm gonna start seeing the footage starting next week is gonna be coming off of this camera. So definitely let me know what y'all think about it when you're seeing the videos. Okay. So I'm gonna just stay on here until I get the Zoom going. Once I know they're on, then I'm gonna hop off. If you still have any questions, feel free to ask them. Still have about a few minutes before I hop off here. And also let me know, how often do you all want me to do these type of, how often do you all want me to do these type of lives where the Q&As, I'm gonna be doing lives on updates and everything. Just let me know. Okay, that's good. Why didn't she? Oh, that's why. Okay, there we go. What you guys see? Okay, that's up and running. Okay, that's working good. Just where does it posted? I don't know how it's showing on YouTube. Let me see if I can pull it up and see if I can see it on YouTube. I don't know if it just shows up on my page. If you got to click on my name and then it shows up. When I finish the video, let me see if I can see how you all see it. So when I finish the video, okay, so when I finish the video, like let's say if you want to go back and rewatch it, Tracy, you go to my actual page and then just click on live. If you click on the live, it's after shorts, and it'll show you the actual live stream where you can get back into it if it's something you want to rewatch. saying what's scheduled. So, okay, yeah. If you go to the actual live part, if you go to my page, and then if you click on the live, it'll bring up every live video I've ever done, and it'll show you on there. So that's how you can go back into it. But I'm seeing, I made a mistake. It looked like I was scheduling lives, but even the one you missed this morning, it was really just testing things out. But I think this will probably be the normal time when I do a live, because I know since a lot of people are in the US, it's about 10:30 you all's time. It'll be better for you all to do it this time instead of doing it earlier in the morning. So don't feel bad. You'll be able to catch it next time. Man, why my lighting bad? Okay, that's over there. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna get on a schedule. Give me time. I promise I'm gonna start getting on a schedule. I'm trying to make all this more systematic. So what happened was after CC passed, I stopped doing everything. I stopped doing lives. I stopped doing Zoom meetings. All the business stuff that I was doing with her, I just put it to a stop. That's that. I hate I did that. So like now I have to get readjusted to doing everything. So like I'm getting everything back together. Even with the Calendly calls, like it's been good calls, but it's been a headache dealing with the equipment issue. So like I'm slowly getting everything back in order. Just please be patient with me. This is like the land of spiders out here. I feel like I have more spiders in my house than anything. And these dudes come everywhere. This is what time is it? Okay, it's 10:40. I appreciate everybody. Oh, you know what? Before I hop out, let me just show y'all this. This right here is the mini Bitcoin miners. They call them lottery miners because you're not guaranteed to mine a blockchain, but these do about 500 gigahash per second. I have two of them, so they're doing a combine of 1 terahash per second. If you're in a place where electricity is expensive, it's going to become a price deficit for you. But if you're in a place like Zambia where electricity is so inexpensive compared to other countries, and that's comparison, so people don't be coming for me in the comments like, quit saying things are cheap. It's in comparison. You're literally mining blockchain for free. So right now, one blockchain is 84,000 US dollars. I mean, one Bitcoin is 84,000 US dollars. When these are able to mine one blockchain, that is 3.12 Bitcoins you get, for a little bit over 240,000 US dollars. I'm going to be slowly just buying these up each and every month, ordering them from China, getting different ones. Both of these right now are running off of the same node. So that's how I'm able to run 1 terahash. They have some bigger ones that I'm going to get also, but this is another one of the future projects that I'm doing here, to where I'm going to eventually have, even running off of every rental house that I build, I'm going to have like 4 or 5 of these running off of each one, off of that electric system, because it'll be completely solar. So the goal is just to eventually get every single thing to where everything I'm doing with the rental properties are also running blockchain, mining for blockchain, and that's just to piggyback off each other because I'm gonna be providing every place is gonna be completely off grid. That's the goal. And also the future goal is to have every place automatically equipped with Starlink internet to where the people don't have to worry about it. And the reason why I want to do this because I want to have these running off the Starlinks. So that's just another thing that I'm doing. Like in case you come out here and you're thinking of different ways to just be bringing in more money, do not just sleep on these ideas right here of mining blockchain because electricity is just so much more affordable out here than the US and other countries. But they're finna hop on the Zoom now. Let me go ahead and get on the call with them. Um, like I said before, I appreciate everybody for hopping on. If you have any other questions or comments, just shoot me an email at bjc261982@gmail.com. If I don't answer within a week, most likely you got filtered to the spam. Just shoot me another email and just play with the title to make sure that it's not getting filtered into spam. I have no control over that. That's with Google. But no, I'm noticing once the first email gets through to me and I respond, they keep letting you in. So there's no problems after that. If for some reason you need to contact me on WhatsApp, email me first and then we'll talk in WhatsApp. But other than that, just remember, man, life have a lot of opportunities. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to move to another country. You're still on the same planet Earth. And there's a lot of opportunities out here. And if you're in the United States, just remember this, your American dream, if you haven't reached it yet in the US, it's not because it's impossible. It's probably because you're not looking into the right country. So start looking into other countries and don't be afraid as if everything is as dangerous as the US propaganda machines try to make you believe. There's really beautiful places out here, really safe places out here. And Zambia is just one of many. So just remember this, I'm Jason, and that's as simple as you out.